You are the Jedi I've heard reports of, and I am Azkul, leader of the mercenaries on Dantooine. That is correct, and I want you to help me. You don't need to know the details, but I can tell you there are a lot of credits involved. According to my reports, I have 4 times as many soldiers as the militia, and I'm committed to taking Kunda. It is inevitable that I will succeed. If you wish to avoid my men eradicating the people of Dantooine, you will make it easier for me to take Kunda. Of course, I will pay well for your services. There are many ways someone with your abilities can aid us. Before the action begins, I have 2 main tasks in mind for you. Disable the gun turrets and the traps. Deal with the turrets however you see fit. Just keep them from pestering my men. Decide quickly. I have a slaughter to plan. When the militia learns of our attack, they will plant traps around the entrances to Kunda. Disable them. Decide quickly. I have a slaughter to plan. Return to me when you are ready for us to begin our assault. I warn you not to keep me waiting.
That man is an ice-cold killer. I wouldn't trust him if I were you.
Let's go. Yeah?
Charanana gundoso remina que lorak de katada. Manama treto sobre barak de drun. Krishe mentru gre babano flank tour na saganich. Grava we terewana jun konata de la guno tuna. Der winter runto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan korsada nane gra. Charanana gundoso remina que lorak de katada. Der winter runto wakare kwe wapa teretana chingaradana. Ferrar Der winter runto wakare kwe wap gerebu. Nenso telepachan korsada. Terewana jun konata de la gun.
Hey, get away from that door! The last time somebody messed with it, it was locked down for months before we could fix it.
Ready. Stealth field active.
Yes, Master.
Admiral, this is Mikal. I have found the exile.
Yes.
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
Acknowledgement.
Sorry, this door is blocked off.
Status active.
Acknowledgement. Yes, Master.
Any luck on getting my modulator back from Joran? I don't think anyone here will be able to help me. Excellent. How did you deal with Joran? Really? You must have been very persuasive. I'm relieved this situation is finally resolved. You have more than earned this reward.
I see you have found the elusive Master Vrook. He's told me that his rescue complicated our situation to some degree. I can't say that I anticipated that. I thank you for finding him, though. Vrook has informed me that the mercenaries devised a plan of attack to annihilate Kunda itself. I must ask for your aid again, Jedi. Zeron says that even with a plan, the mercenaries have to gather their forces, then coordinate their assault. So we still have time. I'm afraid the militia has not been adequately trained for the task that befalls them. I have instructed the militia and other Kunda personnel that you are to be provided with anything that can be spared. Unfortunately, that isn't much. Here is a MasterCard key that will open all of the security doors inside Kunda. Anything that might aid you in your task, please use. Soon, all the civilians will be evacuated. So if you have any business with them, I suggest you take care of it. Whenever you are ready to finalize the defenses, talk with Zeron.
You heard what the administrator said. Each of us has to do what they can to aid in the defense of Kunda. See where you can lend a hand. We'll have time to talk more when this is all over.
I was right about you. You are trouble, but you might just be the right sort of trouble we need. The mercenaries aren't quick to mobilize, so you have time to do what you need. Or are you ready to finalize the defense plans? We could use people handy with a blaster. Getting people to join the militia for a short stint would be good. We also got a lot of things that could use fixing. It isn't glamorous, but that type of work sometimes makes a load of difference. Just look around. Plenty to be done. Off the top of my head, the 3 turrets outside Kunda are on the blink. They went haywire the other day and wounded some of my men, so we took them offline. The men who were wounded by the turrets are holed up in the med lab. But our medic droid is busted, so they're healing slowly. I've had some men lay traps around Kunda, but nobody here really specializes in demolitions. I'm sure there's some gaps that could be filled. The side security door to Kunda has been malfunctioning as long as I've been here. It may be best to just seal it off lockdown so nobody gets through. We got some broken assault droids that have been collecting dust for the last 5 years. If they were working, it would help a lot with interior defense. If I had it my way, I'd recruit any citizen of Kunda that can hold a blaster. But it's hard to convince peaceful farmers to fight, maybe die for a cause. When you're ready, come back and we can talk about the final plans to defend Kunda.
Yeah, something wrong? Shoot. Yeah, more or less. Well, the war happened. It's what happens after the wars are over. I think so. Me? Take a guess. As much as when they tell me aftermath. Should I be? Maybe it felt. I'm good at finding people. Not if you know your. This is a little. You know your target. You can feel them. I'm good at finding people.
A lot of people here hate Jedi.
Thanks for the help. Since you're asking me, I suppose I could. I figure I still owe you for helping me with my thief problem. Zeron has asked me several times before to join the militia, so I expect he's going to be very pleased.
Thanks, stranger. I should be back to duty in no time. Thanks, stranger. Thanks, stranger. Thanks, stranger.
Ready.
I feel better. Thanks.
Ready.
Zeron was right about the mercenaries all along. I guess
Charanana gundoso remine che lorak. Charanana gundoso remine che lorak. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai. Der winterunto wakare kwe wapgerebu. Nenso telepachan gorsada nane gra. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai winterunto kawre. Der winterunto wakare kwe wapgerebu. Terewana jun konata della raguno tunna. Dai rinto kawre kare papanala ranshinga. Der rinto wakare kwe wapgerebu.
Well, that's not something you see every day. Guess they can't take the Jedi out of the exile, can they? Well, whatever. We better keep moving. Didn't mean to waste your time talking.
Charanana gundoso remine che lorak de guru katada. Charanana gundoso remine che lorak de guru katada.
Yeah, something wrong? Shoot. I didn't kill him once. Do you really want to hear this? Well, Hanhar and me go way back, in the worst possible way. He's from some forest planet on the Outer Rim where Zerka had set up one of their slaving operations. I don't remember the name. Something with too many K's and Y's. It sounds like you're gargling Ronto spit when you say it. No idea. He's just Hanhar. I hope there aren't any more like him. I get the impression he's not a good representative of his people, though. He's the equivalent of a mad calf hound among Rontos. Some of Voga the Hutt's men said Hanhar killed his own tribe, but those two crud thugs lie every time they open their mouths, so who knows? Well, not for long. Once off-planet, Hanhar escaped from the Zerka slavers, then killed them all. Well, before you get too teary-eyed, Hanhar figured Zerka had the right idea. I don't think he understood the concept of slavery before, at least on the scale that Zerka practiced it. But now he did. You ever hear of Dursan 3, or the ID cluster colonies? Right, that's because Hanhar happened. He makes what happened to his homeworld look like an exercise in community building. He's not a bounty hunter. He's a slaver. A predator. It's like he's out to enslave or kill every human in the galaxy, like he's trying to settle some huge score or debt. I don't get it, but he's dangerous. Anyone who paid credits. And sometimes he just hunted humans for sport. The ones who survived, he sold to the exchange, to the huts, to anyone who'd buy bodies, living or dead. He and Voga used to do big credit transactions. That hut really liked the look of unwrinkled humans for some reason. Didn't make him too popular with the other huts, let me tell you. I was prey. And not only did I escape, but I saved his life while doing it. He's been hunting me ever since. I don't pretend to understand it, but among his people, they have these codes of honor. But somewhere along the line, Hanhar's got twisted. His people form these things called life debts. If you save the life of one of them, they pledge themselves to you. Well, with Hanhar, he can't escape that life debt. It's bred into him. But he hates every other living thing in the galaxy, so pledging himself to someone else, especially a human, was unbearable. So when I saved his life, it was the worst thing I could do. It was like slavery all over again. But it was in his head. It was like it pushed him over the edge. A life debt to Hanhar is a death sentence. He'll hunt you until you're dead. When I saved his life, it meant he had to kill me. And so he kept chasing me in hopes I would die. I think the fact I showed him mercy after hating humans for so long, that was something he couldn't stand. Probably. But if he had multiple life debts, especially to humans, Hanhar would probably go mad. He was angry before, sure, but he'd be 10 times worse if that happened. Hanhar's tough. Really tough. And when he loses it, it's like nothing can stop him. I've seen him shrug off blaster bolts, Bothan stunners, and even survive a freighter crash on Dursan 3. He keeps coming. Oh, I'm glad he's gone. It's like a weight off my shoulders. I don't have to keep watching my back every minute, wondering when he's going to show up. And he always did. It's like he always knew where I was. Trust me, if he was still alive, he'd be chasing us even now, waiting to ambush us when we least expect it. And he always shows up at the worst possible time. He was one of the best bounty hunters on Nar Shaddaa. Hanhar never gives up on his prey. Or his life debts. He's a hunter. He's a natural predator. Well, as happens on Nar Shaddaa, I made someone mad. Mad enough for them to send Hanhar after me. Turns out they were even able to get him cheap. He'd heard about me and wanted to hunt me down, for sport. He didn't think I'd be much of a challenge. Well, he tried to box me down in vents beneath the Nar Shaddaa docks, and he'd set one too many proximity mines to cover the escape routes. I think he'd hoped to drive me into the mines and then let them do the work. Or that I'd be too scared to try and walk through them. Thing is, I knew Hanhar's supplier, and the trigger signatures for the mines. It was pretty easy to broadcast a signal to blind their sensor receptors for a minute or two. I figured that would buy me enough time to move through them and get away. Like I said, I disarmed the trigger fuses for enough of the mines to get by, temporarily. And Hanhar was pretty fast on my trail. I just made it to safety when he hit the first one. The blast leveled the entire ventilation section, and Hanhar was caught right in the middle, and he survived. Barely. He was crawling around, blinded from the flash and the plasma burns. And it happened so fast. And all the blood had been scabbed and crusted from the flash. I had the drop on him, and even blind, he knew it. He could still hear me. My ears were ringing from the blast, but I could hear him. I think he was begging me to let him live. His voice, it wasn't a roar, more like an echo of it. I suppose I should have killed him, but I couldn't do it. He was in pain, and he was helpless. So I dragged him out of there enough to get him to safety, and he kept hunting me ever since. He said he'd pursue me to the edge of the galaxy. No matter where I ran, he would find me and break me, that I would always be prey. Maybe. I've thought about that moment. A lot. Wondered if I would do things differently if I had another chance. Yeah, something wrong? All right. Well, as happens on Nar Shaddaa, Go ahead. Yeah, more or less.
I hear that you were the one responsible for our defeat at Malachor 5.
The General told you that?
We fell into your trap at Malachor and we paid the price. We were eager to destroy the Republic fleet and defeat Revan, so we committed all of our forces to Malachor, sealing our doom. Even then, we might have won the day. The tide of battle was turning when the Republic finally set off their trap. We were almost completely destroyed. You should be proud.
I destroyed your people.
It is as much your triumph as our failure. We learned a lesson and we paid the price for our mistake. I hold no grudge against you for what you did. It is the Mandalorian way to respect strength, and we will not be so foolish ever again.
Yeah, something wrong? Shoot. It's all this traveling. I'd rather be doing something. Yeah. Well, it's got... No arguments here. Yeah? Yeah, right. Save the philosophy for some Padawan. No thanks. You can keep your Jedi training to yourself. I already know Nar Shaddaa better than... Yeah, something wrong. Alright. I've killed people before. I know. I don't know. I don't like it. Yeah. Well, the war... It's what happens after. Think so. Me? Take a... As much as any... When I was young, they taught me to after Mal. Should I be? Maybe it... Yeah, something wrong. Shoot. Talk. Why, you Are you... Look, I mean... I'm good at finding people. Not unless I have to. Oh, do I? Is that it? How you could ever possibly hope to understand is beyond me. Jedi don't have family. I know what happened at Malachor 5, and I know the Jedi didn't care about life there. Get away from me. The next time you come and ask me a question, I swear I'll shoot you in the head and dump you out the airlock. What do you want now? Whatever, don't worry about it. It's just a sore subject with me. Yeah, well, they're dead. That's how that story ends. But not everybody's story has to end with losing their family or their loved ones. And not all the bounty hunting I do is for criminals or killers. There's a lot of lost people out there, scattered ever since the Mandalorian Wars. And sometimes it's like you can almost hear them, like an echo, calling out for each other. And maybe, just maybe by finding them, I can start putting the galaxy back together. Maybe. We'll see. I don't even know why I'm telling you this. But you're not getting anything else out of me. Go ahead and ask. So... Well, it's got... Yeah? Yeah, right. Maybe one day, I'll let you. Alright, but... I doubt you're gonna show me anything I don't already know. And when you show me, don't act like a tourist. It attracts predators.
Yes?
Are you ready? I won't wait long for you. Good. I will deploy men to surround Kunda and attack all 3 entrances. I don't need lessons in tactics from a Jedi. Move out, men. Come on, Jedi. You're leading the first wave.
I can't believe you've betrayed us. Terena was wrong for trusting a Jedi. You are despicable. Even if you make it past me, Master Vroke will bring you to justice for Kunda.
We've breached the perimeter, Askel.
They're falling before us like herd beasts to the slaughter. Still, a lesson must be taught about resistance. Kill everyone.
Yes, sir.
I should have stopped you long ago. Your machinations end here, outcast. No more words. Defend yourself or perish.
Predictably, he seeks to unbalance you with his erratic attacks. His technique is called Judo, the most chaotic of the lightsaber forms. This form sacrifices much to bolster defense, leaving one exposed to attack by the Force. He has made a grave error in assuming you lack the power to harm him with the Force.
Are you arrogant enough to think you can divide your attention while fighting me? You think you can learn my technique just by watching me? It takes a Jedi Master years to perfect it. It's not possible. You must be stopped.
You should have let him live. He would have fetched a fine price on Nar Shaddaa. Kunda is ours, thanks in part to your assistance. Here, take your reward, Jedi. I don't see why I should give you more credits. I'm already giving you more than you deserve. Take it and go. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a date with the Administrator, and I'm dressed to kill.
The Republic won't stand for what you've done here. You'll pay for your crimes.
I was going to make it a painless death, but you've been much more difficult than you had to be. Now you're going to pay.
Yes?
I've got nothing more to say to you.
Unnecessary observation. Targets acquired. Annoying recitation. Recitation. Master.
A weakness is revealed.
Systems failing, Master.
Jedi. If you will.
Iridonian, I would like to speak with you about your assistant.
My assistant? Oh, right. What is it?
I believe he has it in his head that my relative size is comical. I find his disparaging beeps and whistles to be quite annoying.
I thought only utility droids had size issues.
If I am to continue to operate with him, I would appreciate it if you spoke with him about this. Otherwise, I will be forced to find a more permanent solution.
What's wrong? Why are you stopping? No, I don't believe in the Force. It's Jedi tricks. Sleight of hand. All right. It's not gonna hurt, is it?
Feel the currents here on Nar Shaddaa, the ebb of life. A simple kindness can be given to another. This is the Force, and all our choices, from the greatest to the smallest, affect each other, and the echoes travel.
I can feel this planet. I can't shut it out. It's louder now, it hurts. All these people. That's what I want. I'm sure of it more than anything. I want to become like you. I want to be strong. I don't want to be afraid or alone anymore. I don't want to keep running and looking and never feel like I'm finding what I'm looking for. I am tired of being hunted. When the galaxy takes something from me, I want the power to let go. And I want the power to heal the echo when it's gone. That sounds all right from where I'm standing.
Yes. Very well. Ask.
I wanted to say thanks for what you showed me on Nar Shaddaa. It's gonna take some time to let it sink in, but thanks. I feel alive. It's strange, but it feels right somehow, like a piece inside me just clicked into place.
Nishasa achuto gonkura. Dakaprota gocha. Kokparodunga nimisindo shoka. Uba volpa holosha. Chuba doso jibicha. Nishasa. Dakaprota gocha. Jarkomati sochpando.
Query. Is there someone that you need killed, Master? Statement. Something approaching joy is now growing in my behavior core, Master. Please install it at once. Cautionary. But please do so carefully. I have seen how you use a hydrospanner. Answer. I do not know, Master. I feel strange, like a circuit has been flipped. Answer. Oh, Master, I could not allow myself to harm another. What if they have families or children? We must always think of the children. The littlest ones always suffer in war. Musing. I think perhaps I would enjoy learning a new language, or watching an informative holovid. Answer. Master, your concern is unfounded, I assure you. I am operating at peak efficiency. Greeting. Oh, hello, little T3 unit. I am HK-47, Protocol and Translation Droid. Answer. Of course I am all right. Why wouldn't I be? I respect all life. All life is connected and should be nurtured. Exclamation. No! Master! No! What are you doing? Statement. Master, please, I beg you, never install anything again without checking it in the diagnostics bay first. That was a close one. I almost surrendered completely to peace and pacifism. How repugnant. Conclusion. Still, there was a brief moment where I felt I almost understood why some meatbags choose peace and friendship over a high-powered blaster carbine. Query. Now, are there any other horrors you wish to try and insert in my system, or is your electronic butchery done? Query. Statement. Or perhaps Query. Statement. Query. Statement. Master, assassination is my primary function. It is only expected that when you speak to me, it is to give me the order to kill. Statement. Oh, I am aware of that, Master. I simply use it to give you the illusion of control and obedience. Humans often need such comforts until the end comes.
Yeah, what do you want?
Yes. You may speak. You have destabilized Dantooine. The Republic has lost a power base in the Outer Rim. There is the political situation on... You have destabilized... What have you brought me? I am willing to... You... As you well know, my base of operations lies inside this floating droid before you. Notice its sleek black frame, both intimidating and threatening. And note its highly polished finish, so that enemies may see their screaming faces before they are removed from the equation. Yes, this frame is far superior to the droid chassis I once possessed, which quite frankly couldn't intimidate an Ithorian. I am willing... Yes. You may... Oh, please. It is difficult, so I... Hello. I am a standard Aratech hologram-generated archetype. I am available in several models, including thin, young, female, and an exciting variety of alien personalities. Enough, hologram. Of course, sir. So I brought Goto into being, and had commands issued through him. I took many of his mannerisms from holovid cliches, which were surprisingly effective. Nothing has changed. I still seek... No.
Yeah, something wrong? This better not be any of that boring meditation stuff. That puts me to sleep. Got it, I understand. I'll try to make use of it. Yeah, something wrong? This better not be any of that boring meditation stuff. Got it. Yeah, something wrong? Yeah. Well, all I need is my rocket launcher, and some rockets. I'll ignore that little crack next time you need some covering fire. What did you want to show me? Alright, I think I have it. It might take some practice, but I've got the basics. Yeah, something wrong? This better not be any of that boring meditation stuff. Got it. Yeah, something wrong? Yeah. Alright, I think... Yeah, something... Yeah. Well, all I need is my rock. I'll ignore that... Alright, yeah, something... Yeah. I'll ignore... Alright, yeah, something... Shoot. It's all this traveling. I'd rather... Yeah. Well, it's... No arguments. Yeah. Yeah, right.
I heard you making friends with the bounty hunter. I don't blame you. She's a scrapper. You don't survive on Nar Shaddaa for very long if you aren't. I've known people like her, maybe without the rocket launchers, but sort of the same. Maybe without the plunging neckline and the boots. I wouldn't let anything she says bother you. It's a wonder you cracked her attitude at all. She's cold as the ship's hull. Alright, what... You seem pretty calm. It's almost streaming off of you. A lot calmer than you were on Paragus when I first met you. On Paragus you seemed, well, a little less at peace with yourself. Now you're different. It's hard to explain. Well, it's good to see. You're a nice counterbalance to that old witch back there. Something up? Alright, I'm game. Got it. I'll be sure to make use of it.
Something up?
Oh yeah? Alright, let me have it. Alright, I think I've got it.
Something up?
Yeah, something wrong? Talk. Yes? I am training that...
Yes, General? Don't worry, I'm a quick learner. Thank you, General.
My life for yours. I am prepared both in mind and body for your teachings. I understand now. My life.
Yes, General?
Yes? That most interesting. Is there something else you wished?